You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's RPM here, reporting from Mobile Command. Gentlemen, it's been a little bit of time since I've done a waifu video. However, as long as articles like this keep getting pumped out by the lamestream media, then I feel as though I have a duty to present to you men out there a suitable alternative. Keyword alternative, i.e., you choose whether or not you want to take it. But with that being said, this particular article was updated on the 17th of September, and we're going to break this article down using red pill logic. Of course. 5 reasons why women, wives, cheat in relationships, marriages. Although certain generalizations and accepted social norms make it seem as though it's normal, even expected, for men to cheat on their significant others, while most women would never dream of it, there's data that shows women cheat just as much as men do. According to Associate Professor of Sociology at Missouri State University, Alicia Walker's research, women cheat just as much, if not more, than men do. Yeah, there have been numerous articles that show millennial women are getting their backs blown out at astronomical rates. Relationships or not. But since this article wants to focus on relationships, that's where we're going to focus our efforts. It's clear that both men and women cheat, and they often do so in spite of the fact that they are still in love with their partners. Regardless of the reasons a partner cheats, it is and will continue to be an obstacle that causes major problems in the relationship. If you've discovered that you've been cheated on, your first question is likely why. The reasons women as well as men cheat differ from person to person. Some of it do it for love, some for sex, some need an ego boost in their self-esteem, and some are just wired to be unfaithful. No matter the reasons, it's up to you and your partner to decide if you want to work on your relationship after someone cheats. Gentlemen, I humbly tell you this. Once either of you cheat, calling this right down the middle, once either of you cheat, the trust is forever broken. It's not coming back. It's best to go ahead and move on. But since this is marriage, yeah, you have to make some seriously tough decisions. I would recommend you, married gentlemen, at barest minimum, move out. Just move out, because there's going to be no trust. There's always going to be questions. And like the article that I covered yesterday, when your wife says she has a work husband, that means she's already cheating. So be prepared to at least move out. But continuing on, here are 5 common reasons why women, wives, cheat. Of course, every situation is unique, but these explanations may help you better understand your partner's actions. Oh no. Oh no. Now I'm going to go through these 5 reasons, and then I'm going to give you my true reason why women, aka wives, cheat. Number 1, dealing with low self-esteem. The key to this entire argument is self. There are many reasons why some women struggle with low self-esteem, whether they're not happy with their job, their looks, or their relationship. Dealing with poor self-esteem could be a reason to cheat. For instance, if you weren't feeling good about yourself and someone came into your life who gave you compliments and showed an interest in you, you may be tempted to explore something with this new person who makes you feel so good. In this case, almost anyone could find themselves suddenly willing to throw caution to the wind in order to find the validation they need and aren't getting in their current relationship. Number 2, feeling emotionally starved. If a person is feeling emotionally unfulfilled, it could lead them to stray from their relationship. Some couples may find themselves caught up in their careers and focused on every aspect of life besides their significant other. This can quickly turn into neglect and loneliness, which are both reasons why some women cheat on their partner. They can end up looking for emotional attachment elsewhere. Number 3, expressing anger and retribution. Some people seem to think that there is no better way to get back at someone who cheated on them than to cheat themselves. The saying, "Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned," exists for a reason. And gentlemen, whenever you hear that phrase, here is your counter argument. The most dangerous creation of any society is the man with nothing to lose. If someone has been cheated on, they may cheat on their partner as a form of revenge, even if they'd previously put their relationship first in the past. Number 4, seeking excitement. You've likely heard of the term serial cheaters, people who cheat for the thrill of it. Women can be thrill seekers too. They may love their significant other and would never entertain the thought of leaving them, but they may also think that they need a little something extra. It seems as though most thrill seekers eventually miss the feeling of someone not being able to keep their hands off them. They want to be wanted and to feel sexy. When they lose this feeling, they could go looking for it outside the relationship. Number 5, feeling sexually deprived. If someone isn't getting sex at home, don't be surprised if they go looking for it elsewhere. With age, some people naturally become less interested in sex or even develop a sexual dysfunction, which could result in a less exciting sex life. Whatever the reason is, ignoring the sexual needs of your significant other could lead to larger problems in your relationship. When someone feels their partner is no longer wants them sexually, they may feel deprived and uncared for, causing them to go outside the relationship to find what they need. Okay, first and foremost, let's replace need with desire. All right? However, if you look at this article, all of these arguments are what? They are long-term relationship problems. Gentlemen, if you have a short, casual, and occasional fling, 3 months max, according to a lot of guys, you will not run into these problems. See, this is why I worded it the way that I did and replaced women with wives and relationships with marriage. That's what this article is truly about. However, gentlemen, we see just how bad relationships have gotten, how completely obsolete they are, how much of a time waster they are for men. Because think about this, gentlemen. Once you get into a relationship, you have to sacrifice money and time to try to keep this woman entertained. That way she doesn't stray. However, that is not guaranteed. Are you going to get loyalty from a woman? No. No, you're not going to get it. So yeah, until things get better, until society changes, until the environment change, until women change, then guess what? There is no need for you to engage in this damn market. So yeah, that's why I always say, hey, just get a doll, wait it out. If you want to dip your toe back into that market, you can, but at least with the waifu, you're still going to have something there to go back to say, well, you know what? I'm taking the peek out. Things ain't looking good. You know what? Nah, I'll go ahead and retreat back to my little cave and keep my waifu. But this also is trying to interweave women with men. Now, a lot of these things, in particular, the fifth reason, feeling sexually deprived. We know that women are the ones that cut the sex spigot off first. They are. But when men constantly say, hey, this is what's going on, I'm feeling this way, the woman tends to say, you know what? I don't care how you're feeling. I don't care what you want. You're supposed to serve me. You're supposed to make me feel good. You're supposed to do everything for me. And you're supposed to be simply thankful that I'm in your life. No. Gentlemen. Remember, relationships or the sexual market should be like a restaurant. And this is something that Aaron Clary always says. Treat it like a restaurant. If you don't like what's on the menu, simply leave the restaurant, leave the market. Because relationships, as I stated before, they are becoming more and more obsolete. Not because of men, but because of women, because of society, because of the things that are pushed in society, the things that women are allowed to do within society. Now, I'm going to give my true reason as to why women in relationships cheat. There are no consequences for it. Yeah. You can have a husband doing everything right by his woman. Case in point, Luther Campbell, who's getting ready to go through a divorce. He came out and said, I've done everything right by this woman. And guess what? One day she wakes up, boom, I don't want to be with you anymore. I want a divorce, and you're going to pay me to leave you. Oh, man. Oh, I tell you, all these high-profile divorces, they're waking even more men up. Yes, the everyday average man is starting to wake up and realize if this can happen to these high-profile celebrities, what chance do I have as the everyday average Joe? However, the everyday average Joe can simply get himself a waifu and call it even. Now for the detractors. Understand something. Most guys who own waifus, in particular in the Western countries, they're not going to bring their waifus out in public. They're not. And besides, if you do decide to get a waifu, only you will know about it. Unless you want other people to know that you have it, you don't have to tell anybody. Besides, myself, only 2 of my friends know about my waifu. And when I told them, they were like, wow, when you speak about your sex doll, you're actually happier than when you talk about your wife. And I said, yes. You know why? Because I have peace, quiet in my apartment, and I still have that feminine form to come home to. And it's quiet. And it's always available. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But, the Japanese, those guys, they don't care. Those guys will take their waifus in public. They will take their waifus to the beach. They don't care about society's shaming. They're truly happy. But gentlemen, if you have a waifu in your place, guess what? You can be truly happy too. But this is all just an option for the men who want it. All right? But anyway, yeah, this article is basically all about giving women excuses to cheat. But we all know the main reason. Society will not punish cheating women. So, gentlemen, until things change, I just recommend get a waifu, sit it out. That's all I can recommend. But it's up to you. It is what it is. Well, read the article. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism is still against the ropes. But I can tell you this much. While yes, you do have sexual liberation, it's not going to be a viable option if men decide to continue to walk away from the plantation. And as long as there are options for men to get themselves, fulfilled sexually, guess what? You're no longer going to be worth it. And not to mention the STD rates. That's all I got to say for this one. RPM, I am out.